Welcome to the DM Lair. I'm Luke Hart, and today I'm going to tell you the story of Chief Chin. A long time ago, far to the east, there was a race of creatures called the Chin. Now, the race of Chin were at war with the race of Shin. Battles were frequent, and battles were bloody. Now, the leaders of the Chin dynasty were tasked not only with protecting their people from the bloodthirsty Shin dynasty, but also with upholding the honor of their people. Now, among the great leaders of the Qin dynasty, there was one that stood out from the rest. This leader led his people to victory after victory after victory, and he led like no leader before him had ever led before. Humble in victory and stalwart in defeat, this leader led his people to a place of prominence in the East that no one had ever achieved before. This leader inspired his people. He was a river to his people. And with the Shin dynasty crushed underneath their heel, the Qin dynasty ushered in a new age of peace and prosperity. And this great leader even went on to bring other dynasties into the fold of the Qin. And as a result, the Qin dynasty became ever more wondrous and grand. Harmony, affluence, and the way of the Qin were known to all. And this great leader, known as the Chief of the Qin, became known from sea to sea. And as word of his grandeur spread, people began to whisper his name with ever-increasing reverence and awe. The Chief of the Qin, the Chief of Qin, the Chief Qin, the Chief Chin. And there you go, folks. That is the story of Chief Chin. So to all of you who thought I was mispronouncing a word in my Don't Taunt the DM video, what up? Me mispronounce a word. Ha! I would never mispronounce a word. I mean, I am an English major after all. I think all we really need now is some folks to stat out Chief Chin and the race of Qin. And before I bust on out of here, I want to give all of my supporters a genuine thank you. Because in case you haven't noticed, the channel has had a little bit of a growth spurt as of lately, and that's pretty darn cool. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you've been here since the beginning, like me, are you having fun yet? Now, some people have been asking how they can support the channel or just say thank you for the entertaining, I suppose, and educational content that I create. The single best thing you can do to support the channel is simply spread the love. Spread the word, tell people on social media, Twitter, Reddit, stuff like that about what we're doing around here. I also publish adventures over on DriveThruRPG. Some of them are pay what you want, and others are just $1 or $2. And if you are a dungeon master on a budget, you can check out the free adventures I publish over on my site, thedmlair.com. I do have a Patreon as well, if that's your jam, and my patrons get a lot of cool perks. I have an Amazon storefront with all the D&D products that I use at my tables and other ones that I recommend. So those are all different ways that you can help support the channel, and there are links to a lot of that stuff down in the description. I'm also thinking about getting some merch going on sometime soon. The first thing I had in mind was some custom DM Lair dice with my logo on them. I'm looking into that as we speak, and also I was thinking about some shirts or something, maybe some hoodies. I mean, I don't know if people will be interested in that sort of thing, but if you are, please let me know down in the comments. Thanks again, everyone, for your generous support and all of the encouraging feedback that you leave me. And now, since my goal for the channel was to hit 5,000 subs in 2019, and seeing as how we've already gone past that, I guess I'll see you all in 2020.